Oh, police! Come to the door. You come to no harm. Shots fired.
Crime never sleeps.
Taser, I think.
But neither
Stand still.
do the cops. Battling on the front line
Taser! Taser!
are Nottinghamshire's finest.
Stand by for impact.
Highly trained pursuit drivers, specialists in entry and search,
4 ounces of cannabis.
rapid response firearms officers,
On police! Show yourself now!
Police with a dog, stop!
and the crime-stopping force
Look at my arm!
of the dog unit.
Get down on the floor!
Wherever the battle takes them, they'll never bound.
Taser!
Because cometh the hour
Yeah, Bats, we've still got him. Up on the back wheel, offside of the road.
Doing.
cometh the Interceptors.
Where are you from? Leeds. Leeds. Don't come to Nottingham again, will you?
Coming up,
Gone offside, now going on the centre of the carriageway.
a high-performance car smashes its way through Nottinghamshire. There's weapons
Quite a selection of samurai swords.
and weed for Gav.
Ah, beautiful.
Stereo! Stereo!
And nicking a shoplifter
You're under arrest for shop theft.
is high-stakes stuff.
Stop resisting!
Get down on the floor. Stop messing about.
Q12, I think it's stopped, things have stopped. It's just gone wrong side round the roundabout. I can't pursue it, it's too much traffic.
A high-performance car is giving local cops the runaround,
About 3 or 4 up, young males.
but its number's up. Enter the Interceptors.
Go to the next left.
Sergeant Jim Carrington and Lisa DeSantis are en route on the hurry-up.
We've literally just tipped out from headquarters because the local units picked up a red car that, for reasons unknown to us, has failed to stop on a couple of A roads up here in North County. It was at high speed, obviously it's a high performance car, it's been followed by a local policing unit. I think they'd lost the battle really. If so, we're all tipped out, served the road crime units, we're all tactical pursuit compliant, getting ourselves in the right place to see if we can pick it up.
As Lisa races to intercept the run-up by another unit. But its driver ups the ante.
It's just random. It's just random.
Ramming a cop car's put the fail to stop to the top of Not Wanted list. And 5 miles ahead of Lisa and Jim, the traffic unit has managed to catch up with the suspect rural road. And it doesn't look like he's heading out for a quiet country drive. The runaway misses an oncoming car by millimetres.
Right, and 614, continuing towards the along their lane roundabout.
The suspect vehicle has some serious horsepower, and the driver hits the gas.
Racing the R8 along their lane. Road speed 100, medium heavy braking approach to the R8.
But the cops hang on as they approach a roundabout at almost a ton.
Not 1, not 1, not 2, not 2, not 3, not 3.
It's not long before the suspect's aggressive driving puts an innocent motorist in serious danger.
Light
The suspect motor smashes into the white car, forcing it off the road. The lead cop car has to abandon the pursuit to check for injuries. But waiting up ahead in an unmarked Volvo S60 is Interceptor Gav Hall.
6-6, I've got that vehicle directly behind me. It's at speed. Over. Get the lights on. Stand by, stand by.
Incoming at 3 o'clock.
Radio 6-6, pursuit.
We are travelling towards the city of the 614.
A 155-mile-per-hour motor will be a handful for the most experienced driver, but the guy at the wheel is believed to be a teenager.
Making several overtakes. Speed is currently 90850.
One wrong move, and it's curtains.
Towards Calverton.
Interceptor units across the county are honing in, using their vast road experience to best guess its escape route.
Zulu 2, we're going to try and get down to Red Hill RA for a stinger. Z. Just gun it to Red Hill Island, mate. It's going south.
While cops try to get ahead of him, back at the sharp end, Gav's on the lad like a shadow.
Overtaking several vehicles now.
And he's now got backup behind.
17 unit with you. Approaching the main junction. It's 4 up.
4 in the car, and they're all believed to be youngsters. The teenage driver's not only risking his own life, but his passengers as well. And the risks are rising.
We are still heading towards the city.
They're heading straight for built-up areas and running out to get the runaway stopped on safe roads.
Can we get tactical contact authorised, please?
Tactical contact is only authorised in extreme situations, but a failed-to-stop teenager in a rapid car is seen as exceptional circumstances.
With it going towards the city, if it goes any closer, suitable location after tactical contact, it's at low speed.
Yeah, that's it, thank you.
Low-speed authority is all well and good, but the driver's showing no signs of slowing down for a nudge.
We're approaching the Traveller's Rest to the near side.
Whatever the lad's done, he's desperate to avoid a face-to-face with the interceptors.
Making several erratic overtakes. It's still medium risk.
But it will take more than a few dodgy overtakes to shake Gav. The pursuit's now almost 10 minutes old, and it's rush hour.
Traffic is quite heavy at the moment.
However, even the busy roads aren't slowing this boy racer down.
Going down the centre of the carriageway.
And he's now at motorway speeds in a 30.
We're approaching heavy traffic.
If he slows enough, the interceptors can use tactical contact.
It's on offside. Down the carriageway, now going down the centre of the carriageway.
But will they stop him before he reaches Nottingham city centre?
He's going to kill someone. Radio 66, we're pursuit.
The interceptors are after a high-performance car that's rammed a local cop and failed to stop.
Speed is currently 90850.
The driver's believed to be a teenager and is leaving a trail of pitch in his wake.
He's driving like an absolute idiot.
They've got authority for a tactical contact, but only at low speeds.
We're approaching heavy traffic.
And despite the busy roads, the lad shows no signs of slowing.
It's on offside, down the carriageway, now going down the centre of the carriageway.
Jim and other interceptor units try to get ahead.
Zulu 2 going to go back of his lane to map at the top. Try and get a stinger.
But with every mile, it gets busier and riskier.
It's continuing straight on towards the city.
If the runaway reaches the city centre, they may have abort the pursuit.
He's going to kill someone. Offside, round 2, keep left bollards.
A near miss with white van man. But an oncoming red Citroën doesn't get off so lightly.
It's crash, it's
Flight contact to oncoming vehicle. Stand by.
It's a whisker away from a very messy head-on. The impact seems to have slowed him down, and the interceptors spot their chance. The second pursuit car speeds in front. While Gav makes tactical contact. Game over.
Get out! Go, 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 go!
And passengers are given a helping hand from the car.
Vehicle stopped. Occupants detained. No injuries, minor damage.
It's a successful end to a high-risk situation. The young driver's off to the cop car as Jim and Lisa arrive on scene. Close, but no cigar, Lisa.
Did we want on the back of that?
It was coming down, mate. We'd have put on Thackeray's Lane for the Stinger.
The teenage driver isn't even old enough to hold a licence. Jim's been involved in a fair share of pursuits, but baby drivers left him shocked.
I suppose when you get to the end of a pursuit like that, which was inherently dangerous in parts, I suppose you expect to see a really hardened criminal inside this car with the risk they're taking and the standards of driving they're displaying. And in addition, what we find is a young lad who's been sick when he's been stopped by the police. His adrenaline would have been through the roof.
It's fair to say Gav, who was in the lead car for most of the pursuit, isn't impressed.
He's taken a really sort of high-performance vehicle that maybe he's not driven before. He doesn't seem that familiar with it. The manner of his driving, he nearly lost control of it a few times, suggests he shouldn't be driving it. He's not capable of driving it. And he's willing to take risks in it. And unfortunately, he wants to risk his own life, that's one thing, but he's also putting the public at risk as well.
Jim tries to get to the bottom of what's gone on.
What about the police officer you crashed into then?
An old man as well, apparently, on that roundabout.
And what about the cop you rammed into to try and escape?
It's like, I'm in the lane.
Yeah, what about that?
Well, no.
So you didn't catch police officers then?
I did, but in the moment, you just want to go, don't you? You think you're not going to get nicked.
You think you're not going to get nicked?
Yes. That, with all due respect, mate, how stupid are you?
Jim's not mincing his words, as it's a near miracle no one's been seriously injured.
Mate, you're ramming cops, you're putting members of the public's lives at risk. Start thinking about your behaviour. Have a little think about it, yeah?
No wonder you're throwing up. I'm just a bit shocked, to be fair. And he's laughing. He's laughing.
Chuckles didn't find it quite so funny when the courts found him guilty of dangerous driving, taking without consent, failure to stop, and driving without a valid licence or insurance. Baby driver was banned for 3 years and got a detention and training order for 8 months.
In all the years I've been engaged in pursuits and dealing with criminals that are hell-bent on escaping, this one will probably stick in my memory for a fair bit, because it's one of those really surprising ones where you see a young teenage lad taking ridiculous risks. Unbelievable, really.
Nottinghamshire's Interceptors police a population of around 1 million, but when criminals from other counties... The road's crime team's bread and butter is stopping suspects on the move. And there's more than one way to get the job done. From full-blown operations...
Vehicle stopped. No damage. Turn the engine off. Engine off.
...to reacting to hits on the ANPR network.
Maybe obsession with an axe.
And you just can't beat...
Scrapper.
a good old bit of interceptor intuition.
I knew he looked dodgy.
That was a good one, that.
Macca and Gav are in Newark.
See him.
Just one look at a passing green Polo and they're on its bumper. Gav runs the car through the police computer.
Drugs information, East Leak.
Stop him.
Yeah.
With another unit already on hand, Macca lights up the Polo.
Get out, mate.
And Gav gets straight to the point.
Hey, you okay, guys?
Yes, thank you.
I'm going to ask you straight up, mate. Carrying anything here, shouldn't be here now.
No.
So,
No.
hang on. I'd appreciate some honesty.
Sorry, sir.
Of course, you're acting really nervous, okay? And I've just done a quick check on the car, just in that time before I stopped you, and there's some information around you may be involved in drugs.
Right, okay.
So I'm going to ask you now, if you've got some personal use, we can sort it out at the roadside.
Right, okay.
But you are going to get a Search and Misuse of Drugs Act, so it's a good time just to tell me if you're carrying anything. You're not? Okay.
Before joining Roads Crime, Gav spent years on the beat with the knife crime team, hunting down those carrying weapons and drugs.
Demeanour's very nervous, mate. Both of them. Keep your hand where I can see it,
sorry,
please, mate.
Yeah.
And the alarms are ringing about this twitchy twosome.
What you been to Newark for?
I'm just with my friend coming along.
Okay, and how long have you been here for then?
I've said about 40 minutes.
Okay, just come to Newark
Yeah.
for 40 minutes?
Yeah.
All right, step out, buddy. Keep your hand where I can
Sorry.
see it, mate.
Yeah, yeah.
He's got your seatbelt on.
The cops aren't buying it's a swift night trip to Newark, so with the help of fellow interceptor Nick, the driver, passenger and Polo are searched.
Yeah, sure.
You want to tell me what this is in the footwell of the car?
No, I've just been sitting in the car.
Right.
So.
Nick him, Nick. Right, at the minute, I
Yeah.
suspect this is a Class A drug, so you're under arrest on suspicion of possessing a Class A drug with intent to supply. You don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you don't answer some questions, something which later will only court, and anything you do say may be given evidence. That was in the footwell of the car where you were sat.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've just been.
And also
sitting in the car.
on suspicion of possessing a bladed article.
I bought that today.
Remember, you're under caution, and this camera is filming.
Yeah.
Within 5 minutes of stopping the motor, the interceptors have found a package of suspected cocaine and 2 knives. But the Polo is the gift that keeps on giving.
A baton.
Yeah.
Baton as well.
Right, stands right. It's Class A Peewits.
Yeah.
It's bladed article times 2.
Yeah.
And off wet times 1, because there's an extendable baton.
Yeah.
Has he got anything on him?
Just the scales.
Scales. We'll finish that search, I'll come back to you.
There's more. Mac has found a large wad of cash, and he's yet to search the boot.
Whose bags is this?
Nothing to do with me, sir.
That's a load of cannabis. He just sold it.
Yeah.
That's what all the cash is for.
Yeah. We'll seize that.
So that box has got a Ziploc bag in it, like a vacuum packed bag, which has obviously been full of cannabis. It's empty. So I'm guessing they've just sold all the cannabis, which is why they've got all the cash in the wallet. So yeah, 2 knives, a baton, drugs, cash. Decent result.
Keen to gather as much evidence as possible, once the suspects are dropped off at custody, Macca and Gav execute a warrant at an address linked to the driver and seize a safe, as well as another interesting find.
There's one of these magnetic boxes here, which are common for drug dealers. What they do is put the drugs inside, secure it with the clips. It's magnetic. Stick it underneath the car, and often you'll look underneath the car and you'll find one of these full of drugs or cash.
Both items are seized for the investigation. The safe was cracked open, but found to be empty. However, both the driver and passenger have been released under investigation for dealing Class A drugs and possession of an offensive weapon. Still to come.
Oh, that's it. That's it. That's one there.
A disqualified driver is in denial.
You set up for your driving? Yeah, okay.
No, I'm not. What's
up? You driving that car?
When?
Just now?
No.
Halfway through a 12-hour Lisa and Rich.
I've got a feeling I'm going to drink this. It's going to go everywhere.
Wait till I'm going over the bumps and
yeah.
real, tea experience.
Live dangerously.
Off-duty thrill-seeker Rich is a keen adventure racer. In a previous life, he was an intelligence analyst. And now, with 14 years on the force...
yes, it's heading towards that way.
He's an expert at keeping tabs on cloned cars.
Just had an activation on an ANPR camera of a vehicle that's believed to be on clones, so we're just going to put ourselves in the area, see if we can pick it up.
The black Golf on suspected cloned plates has already hit 2 ANPR cameras.
I'm going to go shield-rised. There.
Typically, false plates are often used to hide the identity of a stolen car or a dodgy driver.
NH, we're not far down.
As a third camera hit comes in, there's no doubt the motor is still on the road.
Yeah, kill them now. Hopefully they'll be at the 610 junction.
Nearing the Black Golf's last known location, the Interceptor's view is blocked by a lorry.
I think it may straight up, mate. I just saw Golf, I think, go straight up.
Lisa tries to get a line of sight.
NH, we might have just caught sight of it going across the 610, continuing towards Broxton. It's not confirmed, though.
Straight on?
Yeah, go straight on, I'm sure. You might even see it.
Reaching the busy crossroads...
yeah, go.
There's no sign of the Golf.
There's a million ways it could have turned up already.
Little's gone cold.
It's not pinged anything since.
If the suspected cloned car isn't pinging cameras, chances are it's been parked up somewhere nearby.
Oh, what's this? No.
No.
Lisa and Rich check each and every turn.
Oh, that's it, though. That's it.
That's it.
That's one there.
Until they clap eyes on it.
We're with this Golf Woodfield Road.
The engine is still running and a couple are lingering nearby.
Excuse me. Hey, mate. Is that your car?
Get coat out of it.
Sorry?
Get stuff out of it. Coat.
You get your coat out of it? You set off for your driving? Yeah, okay.
No, I'm not. What's
up?
I think you were driving it. I've seen an image of the driver. Yeah,
I was driving.
Were you driver? Yeah,
I was driving.
Were you driving that car?
When?
Just now.
No.
So that car's just got here, hasn't it?
No, I wasn't driving the car.
So you've got your coat out of it.
Why are you lying?
Just see me up in the back door.
Yeah.
Someone is selling porkies, and it's not Rich.
I know.
Have you just seen me drive that car?
You haven't seen nothing.
No, but I've seen an ANPR image of a female driving the car.
You just said that you've just seen me driving the car.
I've seen an ANPR image of a female driving that car.
So you've seen a video.
NH, we've got a couple detained here at the shop, so we're just trying to get to the bottom of it. They're denying driving it.
Rich applies a little more pressure.
Just keep your hands out your pockets, folks. What we're going to do is going to give you a quick search. In a minute, I suspect that car might be stolen, okay?
Stolen?
Yeah.
Stolen? Are you mad?
Yeah, well, that's the reason why.
Never ever do. Come on, mate.
Not a stolen car.
Okay. Well, how do you know that then? And if you know a bit more about it, then tell me.
Yeah, all right then. Yeah. I was the driver and it's not a stolen car.
Right.
Okay.
Is it on false plates? Is it on false plates?
I've just bought the car.
You've just bought it?
I've literally bought the car.
Okay.
I bought it from...
The driver admits she recently bought the car for 500 quid. And while we're spilling the beans...
Have you got a licence?
No, I got provisional.
That's not quite the whole truth either.
Right, so you're disqualified until April.
What was that?
Yeah. It's on our database, so it's on the DL database. Okay, so you shouldn't be driving.
I thought
Go through some paperwork.
it was up.
No, not until April next year.
She's banned from driving for another 14 months.
Also, the car's not on the right plates. It's on,
not?
yeah, they're clone plates. So, which I think if you were straight with me, you'd say
From
no,
you?
because you're driving whilst disqualified without a licence. Okay, which is probably why it's on false plates, to avoid having to go through the official channels and get all your documentation.
Just bought it like that.
Right.
All roads lead to the same outcome. The Interceptors will be taking the car off her hands.
You need your baby out of it.
Just a fag.
And reporting her for driving whilst disqualified and without insurance.
We've found subsequently a couple of child seats in the car, so leads me to suspect that at some point she's been driving around with no licence or insurance with children in the car, young children. So the females are claiming to have just bought the car, which is a regular story we often hear, that they've only just bought it. However, it's been driving around on these plates, we're quite confident, for at least a week. So at least it's today off the road, she won't be able to drive it with no licence or insurance anymore.
No legal action was taken against the woman for the false plates, but she was convicted of driving whilst disqualified and driving without insurance. She was banned from the roads for another 19 months, sentenced to 60 hours of unpaid work and had costs of £85. Lisa lets Rich do the honours.
On this occasion, Rich.
Oh, do I get to drive it?
You get to drive the...
Do you want to drive it?
No. I always drive him.
All right.
On this occasion, you can drive off and stall it and...
Make myself look a...
And there's a wake-up call
Nice deep breath.
for a suspected drink driver.
Right, Bailey Zone 66.
Not all shifts are wall-to-wall action.
On something happened. Like a big asteroid comes down. Wipes 8 hands.
But Paul and Joe Riley know their day can turn on a sixpence.
But he's a dealer, I've had him peewits.
They've spotted an empty car belonging to an old pal of Gav.
Guys, just to let you know, there's a Golf parked. That comes back to somebody that I had for a cannabis peewits about 2 years ago. There's intel from this year again that he's still dealing.
Time to call in the troops.
Ken, Matt, are you all right to cover up that way if he leaves?
Yeah, we're en route, mate.
10-4. If this car moves off, we should have both ends of the street covered. One of our cars can pick it up, and it could be a decent little stop.
With the Golf's escape route covered, all they need now is the Golf. That's not it.
That'd be boring.
But that is.
Hey, there he is. There he is. That vehicle is off, off, off. It's one up.
Game on.
Are you going for a stop straight away or talking to you?
Yes. No, we'll go straight away.
The driver looks to have clocked their marked car.
Wait, he's looking.
No, that's what I'm thinking.
But he's seen sense.
You all right? Turn that music off a sec for us, pal. Proper lad, isn't it, that?
And its friends reunited.
Jump over here for us, kid, you all right?
You know.
Intel, you're still dealing cannabis.
Who is?
That's what the intel says.
Like who?
Well, I don't know, but I'm going to ask you now. You got any cannabis on you?
No, I haven't, mate.
I'm going to get you a search on the Misuse of Drugs Act, all right, mate?
The suspect claims to have no drugs.
How much money's there?
But there's a wedge of cash.
Keep your hands where I can see him, pal, please.
Sergeant Matt and Ken Tinley arrive, and the team soon locate an item of interest.
Sorry. Yeah, just a bit of cannabis from the door pocket.
Judging from the driver, there may be more to come.
He's very nervous, mate, I tell you. Shaking.
Gav's a fan of TV's Forensic Detectives, but you won't find him rocking a lab coat. He prefers to get his hands dirty.
There's got to be something in here, or it's down his pants. Here we go.
Is this the suspect's secret stash?
Here we go, what's this? Oh, sweet.
There's nothing in the car for them, so what they're doing so long in the car. And I've never been there.
Sweet Tooth is still sweating. Either he's OD'd on opal fruits or something else is making him nervous.
Yeah, this phone's loaded.
He's left his mobile unlocked, and it seems he's a popular boy.
Anything from today?
Yeah.
Saying what?
People asking him for Zed.
Yeah.
All of that panic is over that phone.
Yeah. There's another phone here. Oh, this one's open as well.
Yeah.
Even this one's loaded, mate. Look, there's loads on here.
Just give your hands to them, dude.
There's enough to nick him for suspected supply.
You're under arrest on suspicion of possession with intent to supply cannabis.
That one bag of cannabis in the car. It's probably not the only bag he's got. I dare say when we get to his address, there'll be more there.
Now it's just a case of finding where he lives.
Gonna find any more when we search your address?
Yeah. But bloke's got a cunning plan.
Dad, take you one thing, yeah? I'm sleeping in my car.
You're sleeping in your car?
Yeah, yeah.
You're not worth it then?
No, it's not worth searching because I'm not there.
It's not worth searching his home address. He's living in his car now.
He's played his hand and gone all in, but the interceptors are ready to call his bluff.
Stick him in that van, yeah?
They found a set of keys in the Golf and a clue to which door they'll fit on the mobile.
Oh, sad. I have a hope that perhaps there was something on the phone, and when you look at his timeline and it's on his Google Maps, the same address keeps flagging up. Were you here?
The address is near to where they first spotted his car.
We don't know if he's living in one of these. We're going to just check.
They've also intel that a man known to the police is renting out a room at the property.
Oh, right there, so it's close enough, isn't it?
Straight opposite, yeah.
Like the prince armed with Cinderella's slipper, Gav hopes the house key is a match.
Yeah, it fits.
It fits, but this story won't end with he lived happily ever after.
Hi, I'm sorry to bother you. We've got stop in here, and we've got information that he's stopping here. Just, is he staying in the spare room?
He comes and blocks now and then, yes.
Right, okay, right. Is it like a rental agreement or?
Yeah. He's pays a little money on it and helps out.
Right. Is there anything in here that he shouldn't have?
What do you mean?
Well, they've getting an authority to search on Section 18 apace. So I'm just asking if there's anything that shouldn't be here, pal.
I can show you the room where he stays
Yeah.
up.
The team's welcomed in.
I'll show you the room that he's in.
Yes, mate.
But it's not just the suspect's room they'll be searching.
You know, because he's got a key for the front door and he's obviously got this room here, we will have to search throughout.
It's not long before they sniff something dodgy.
Joe.
Hello.
Stick your head in here. Tell me what you start to smell. Smell weed?
Yeah.
Gav's nose strikes again.
Ah, beautiful. Spare room. 4 ounces of cannabis. He was obviously very nervous when we came in, but here we are. Cannabis. So he'll be coming in for possession with intent to supply cannabis as well, and we'll carry on searching and seizing.
And breaks the good news.
Mate, I'm afraid we found around 4 ounces of cannabis in a box, all right, so I'm going to have to arrest you on suspicion of possession of cannabis with intent to supply, all right?
Search continues to bear fruit.
A few more ounces in this bag. 2, 3, another 4 ounces there.
We're up to 8 ounces of cannabis so far, still searching.
8 ounces is over $1 grand's worth of weed.
Jeez, wow. Bit of cash.
A set of digital scales, and they've got cannabis on them as well.
And where there's drugs, there's often weapons.
Quite a selection of samurai swords.
What's all the weapons about?
Isn't that
Police style asp. We'll seize that, we'll take that.
It's been a good result for the cavalry in this twisted fairy tale. Both suspects have been charged with possession with intent to supply a controlled drug. The suspect at the house was charged with possession of a weapon in private, but faced no further action in court.
I will admit now I've drunk 35 millilitre bottle of whiskey.
Oh, have you?
Drink driving is one of the biggest dangers on UK roads.
Is that what you've been drinking whilst on the motorway?
No, that's what I drank before I off.
Right.
with even small quantities of alcohol affecting driving ability.
Your driving's awful. You're swerving from lane to lane. You're stopping, you look like they nearly stalled it. I can smell drink on you. How much have you had?
I've had 2.
And over 200 people are killed each year by those driving under the influence. So, when it comes to dealing with drunks at the wheel...
And that's a fail. You've blown 93, OK?
The Interceptors have zero tolerance.
I've done this job for 21 years, and the carnage that I've seen through drink driving...
You have to do your job.
Oh, yeah. Because if somebody ran your mum over who was drunk, you'd want me to, wouldn't you?
It's kicking out time on Friday night. Prime time for drink driving.
We are not far from there.
Jen Else and the team are after a Renault Espace that's apparently failed to stop for officers earlier in the evening.
Paul, what was that last ping, sorry?
The driver may have given cops the slip, but they've got his reg and 11,000 ANPR cameras.
It is possibly enclosed. There have been hits in Cambridgeshire, but then no hits again until the 17th. Then Nottingham when it's active again.
It looks like it's a cloned vehicle, so it's on fake plates to try and hide its identity.
A suspected cloned car that's apparently failed to stop would be a tidy collar, so they call in nearby units, and it's not long before a dog handler spots the escape.
Yeah, behind it, not on the road, small Eastwood.
Duffy's behind it.
Duffy keeps his distance and guides the team in.
So if you're on the A610, up to B&Q Island, left at Morrison's and follow it round, you might get in front of me.
Right, that's where we're going.
Jen might be a specialist dog handler with a commendation for work with her canine Quantum, but she's also an advanced driver. And she's with Duffy in no time.
It's off. It's remaining left-hand lane. It's straight on to Church Street.
We will stay out of the way because Duffy's got the list, so...
I am in a marked car, but he's not particularly reacting to me, still doing 30.
The driver apparently failed to stop earlier tonight, but seems oblivious to the cop car convoy behind him.
He's gone a roundabout arse that way. He's going to be a drink driver, maybe.
Still dropping between 30 and 40 mile an hour. It's doing nothing too outrageous.
However, he's got a sudden need for speed.
Up to 8.5, about to enter the 50s. I don't expect him to slow down for it.
And they now join a dual carriageway.
He is now accelerating up to 100.
2 other units, including an unmarked, join proceedings via a slip road. The plan, to perform a TPAC. The driver randomly slows and they spot their window. There'll be no escape this time. Just past IKEA, boxed in like a flat pack. Quantum's keen to play fetch. But the tinny-toting passenger is in no state to run.
Get out the car!
And the driver's in an even worse state.
Out the car! Get here! Face that, put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Quantum keeps an eye on them.
Watch him. Good lad.
As Paul Charlesworth does the honours.
You're under arrest for failing to stop from dangerous driving. You don't have to stop, but it may on offence. Do not mention on questions, which you later on. Anything you do so may be given evidence.
You're lucky we didn't smash the window.
Just follow me for a second, please.
Any more laid back and he'd be asleep.
3, 2, 1, go! He's just an idiot. I mean, he's clearly drunk, but he's just... oblivious to it all. Just doesn't seem to have a care in the world. So, it just strikes me as an absolute idiot, to be fair. Breath test him in a minute. He'll blow. His clothes are soaking with beer. There's cans of beer in the car. He stinks of it.
His car is like a pub on wheels.
I've got plenty of reasons to think you've had a drink because you stink of it, there's beer in your coat pocket and all sorts. And you've also committed a road traffic offence which gives me the power to request a specimen breath. Alright? Have you had anything to eat or drink in the last 20 minutes?
Yeah, I've had a drink, yeah.
What did you have?
A can off my mate.
You had a can off your mate?
Yeah.
What was that?
About 10 minutes ago.
His blood alcohol levels could still be rising.
Right, just take a nice deep breath and give a steady blow.
Wakey, wakey.
Take a nice deep breath and give a steady blow into this till it's stop. Blow. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. That's it, thank you.
And surprise, surprise.
Right, it's a fail, you've blown 66. Right, so you're further under arrest.
That's almost twice the drink driving limit.
Beggars belief, really, that he's driving with that much alcohol in the system. All he has to do is lose grip of the wheel, head on into another vehicle at 110 mile an hour, combined speed of, 50, 160, it's game over, isn't it?
Boozed up isn't the only issue.
Well, until 2020.
He's a disqualified driver as well on the system.
I'll have to further arrest driving whilst disqualified for driving without insurance.
This is one menace they're delighted to get off the roads. Pleaded guilty to dangerous driving and driving above the alcohol limit while disqualified and uninsured. He was banned from driving for a further 3 years and put behind bars for 14 months. No further action was taken for the suspected cloned plates. Coming up.
He's done what? Shoplifted.
John and Macca go after the meat snatcher.
Oh, there's one.
It's a cold, wet winter's night. While most of Nottinghamshire's 1.1 million residents are tucked up in bed, north of Nottingham,
Foxtrot 23, we've got a vehicle failing to stop.
a runaway golf driver is about to cause a nightmare on the roads.
Reason for stop, vehicle's being driven slightly rapidly, suspected maybe drink driver.
Quickly escalating from slightly erratic, the suspected drink driver is barrelling through a residential area at 50 miles an hour.
Straight through red 88, temporarily high risk.
Flying through reds, they seem hell-bent on escaping the law. On wet roads, stopping distances are thought to double.
Up to 1, we're now doing 40 and a 30. Increasing those to 50.
But with the winter hammering down, this driver continues putting pedal to the metal. Thankfully, at 3:30 in the morning, the roads are empty as the driver tears through streets at well over 70 miles per hour. In the suburbs, packed with playing fields and alleyways, it's a decamper's dream.
We are now at Phillistick Road, generally back towards Arnold.
Other units are aiming to get ahead with a stinger.
08639, we are Arnold with Stinger. We'll look for Stinger side.
And dog handler Mark is also trying to catch up, along with his trusty canine Morse.
Continuing now onto Birchfield Road, speed is 65.
However, time could be running out.
Wrong side of the road, medium risk, still no other road users or pedestrians.
The lead car is still locked on target.
Continuing on Birchfield Road, speed is now 40.
But the golf driver's reaching the end of the road.
I know it's gone over the tank traps. Stand by.
With interceptors braced for a decamp, the dicey driver careers over a pavement at full pelt.
On, I think this is Killistick Road again. It is Killistick Road. We're doing loose.
Circling past the playing fields for a second time, the suspected drink driver could still be looking for somewhere to bail out.
Remain to Killistick Road, speed is 50. Where is the next available unit, please?
Where's this Cottage Road coming towards you now?
Received
We're still on the same loop. We're on Birchfield Road again now. CRA median.
Heading for the end of the road, take 2.
Yeah, he's going to be left, left, left. Stand by. Look, running.
The driver decides to take his chances on foot, but the interceptors are hot on his...
Foxtrot 23, we've got a vehicle failing to stop.
In Arnold, the interceptors are in pursuit of a suspected drink driver who's hitting high speeds and taking big risks on wet winter roads.
I know he's gone over the tank trap. Stand by.
After leading cops on a loop of the estate,
He's going to be left, left, left.
the driver hits the brakes
Stand by. Look, running.
and is on his toes with an officer behind. As the driver makes a break for it, so does one of the 3 passengers, who quickly sees sense and returns.
Right, fair of you.
Leaving Rich Elliott alone and taser drawn to deal with the 3 passengers, 2 of which are becoming aggressive.
Get off with you! Right, the pair of you, so all 3 of you are being detained, right? Calm it down. Calm it down. Right.
Scared me.
What's that? Right, stay there.
Going to taser that?
Yeah, I'm going to tase you if you come with me aggressively, yeah.
Faced with the prospect of 50,000 volts, the passengers are keeping their distance, but still making threats.
Yeah, I've got 3 lads here, all from the car. Just need units to meet.
What's that? What's smashing everything?
You're going to smash my head, are you?
That's
all right.
legal.
Obviously, I just need to check that car's legit.
To stop.
All right.
That is not our problem.
All right.
My dad's funeral.
Yeah, I appreciate that. But saying you're going to smash my head is not going to help the situation, is it?
No, because it's my dad's funeral.
Right.
I've lost my voice.
Yeah, I get that. I get why you might be upset.
Finally, the cavalry arrives.
If you don't want to stop, that's not our problem. We're telling him, slow down, stop, pull over.
Yeah, but there's no point being aggressive with me. I didn't know you started funeral.
sorry.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Fine, sorted. Right, we'll get to the bottom of it then, won't we?
One way of getting to the bottom of it will be to question the driver, and a suspect has been chased deep into the estate.
Stay there. Need a unit to me. I've got 1 detained. Stay there. Put your hands on the floor. Put your hands. Put your hands where I can see him.
To ensure the suspect doesn't get the chance to make another run for it, the officer calls for backup. But after the foot chase through dark alleyways, he's lost.
I'm on a footpath behind some houses.
The lone interceptor uses an app to guide in backup.
My what 3 words are adding, pass.
What 3 words is an app often used by the emergency services to pinpoint locations. Every 3 meters squared in the world is identified by a unique combination of 3 words, meaning help in the form of Mark, Paul and Chalky is on hand in no time.
Hi. What's your name, pal? It's done now, isn't it? Is that you? Is it you or not?
You're overturning the car, it's not me.
I don't know.
Well, I'm not with the best one.
Well, yeah, because he'll follow you from the driver's seat, mate.
There you go, mate.
Okay, sort out custody then, won't we?
With the suspected driver detained, the passengers are free to go.
She's got 3 more.
Right.
But back at the car, once again, aggression levels are rising. One of the raging passengers sees red and is heading for the cameraman.
Oh, cameraman. Right. Right. Off.
Kicking off, he's choosing to go down without a fight.
Bit of a melee there.
Stay there! Arms round your back.
He's arrested for drunken disorderly behaviour.
Do this bit nicely, shall we?
Gladly do it.
It's been an eventful night shift for Rich, having handled the pursuit and an angry car full.
2 are quite hostile.
Fortunately, I had a taser, so I drew it and red dotted them. I'm not going to have a fight with 3 lads on my own. It's just, it's not going to end well, quite frankly. Well, I've been told that the drive is well in drink. The speeds they were doing in residential areas is just dangerous through and through. But unfortunately, there have been no injuries, and we've brought it to a successful and safe resolution.
The lad nicked in the alleyway was convicted of dangerous driving and failing to provide a specimen, as well as driving without a valid licence or insurance. He got 9 months behind and was banned from driving for 24 months. The passenger who kicked off was ordered to pay a fixed penalty notice for drunk and disorderly behaviour. It's fair to say an interceptor can never drop their guard. No two. Estimated 5% of British adults have shoplifted.
Pocket there, dropped into a skirt underneath. Conceals the stolen goods underneath the long skirt.
There are a staggering 1,000 shoplifting offences committed every day in the UK, with over half of these going unpunished.
Certainly within our force area, and I've no doubt across the whole of UK, shoplifting is still massive, really. Tends to be people funding the habit that we come across, so they'll nick, if it's food stuff or drink stuff, it's you know, the steaks and the like stuff that they can sell on, and then obviously use the proceeds to feed what unfortunate habit they've got.
What colour's that Corsa, mate? Silver?
Silver, yeah.
It's Saturday afternoon.
I thought I would have seen it by now.
On John Lee and Paul McClintock's shopping list is a vehicle that's pinged an ANPR camera. The occupants in it are a pair of well-known shoplifters.
No Corsa in the drive-through.
But there's better look outside the M&S.
There it is.
She's driving.
Yeah.
Brake light out. Spin around, see what they do.
Macca's got a hunch.
He's probably just doing a shop theft now in Marks and Spencer's.
And by the looks of it, he's spot on.
What's happening? Is that him?
That's. Is he getting?
See what they're saying.
Yeah, you're watching him?
He's done what?
Shoplifted.
Is he getting in that car?
Into the car park.
Suspects legged it with a load of steaks.
Ooh, that's narrow. He's not coming here.
And the boys are desperate to meet him.
Is there anybody near Bridgeford?
A shop worker in hot pursuit.
Oh, there he's running.
Makes way for the pros.
Stay we are! Get out.
Oh, you're low all that. What are you doing?
This is not just shoplifting.
What are you doing? Stay
Keep your
here.
hands behind your back. You're under arrest for shop theft.
This is M&S shoplifting.
Right.
Do it! Stop resisting! Stop resisting!
Get down on the floor. Stop messing about.
What are you doing?
Stop messing about! Put your hands behind your back.
This meathead's hands are where they belong.
Sut. Right, bring your knees up. Sit up. Sit on the curb.
There's 6 packets of steak and, in the interests of a balanced diet, a pizza.
Can I have some officers to us, please, at Bridgeford?
Backup arrives.
Right, switch engine.
But it's not for the cops. It's the silver Corsa.
Switch engine off. Stop. Right.
Sorry.
He's with you, isn't he?
No.
Yes, he is. Right.
He's not with me.
Right.
Go and grab a seat in the back of our car.
While Macca manages the meat snatcher.
What are you doing?
John handles Miss Corsa.
If I look on our cameras and he's not going to be in your car?
No.
Duffy arrives to lend a hand.
Last time you had a full inflatable kayak, didn't you, from Decathlon?
Oh, yeah.
It seems Mr. Meat is quite the thief about town.
Thank you. Right, mate, you also wanted for theft at Sainsbury's on the 21st of this month. All right, so you're also under arrest for that one. You don't have to say anything about me. Mention my questions to me later on in court. Anything you do say, maybe give you evidence. All right, buddy. And there's a breach of court order outstanding as well.
It's a balancing act for Duffy.
Look at that, eh?
As John and Macca conduct a search.
We want you to stand up, and I'm going to do a quick search on you to make sure you've got nothing else in your pockets.
I've got something in that one.
Yeah, what is it?
It's
Eh? A part. You got any pins on you?
No.
Is there anything in it?
No.
Right, mate, if you carry on, I'm just going to put the cuffs behind your back and it's going to hurt again, isn't it?
There's nothing else on the suspect. And while the lady's free to go, he's got her to nick.
You got any COVID symptoms or anything like that? You had it in the past?
I think I've got it.
You got... Have you?
Yeah.
You think you've got it?
Anyone with suspected COVID gets to make their own special entrance.
The COVID door.
But his symptoms don't appear too bad.
What are you doing?
Right.
Hey?
Taking the pack back.
Well, you're not. You're not here.
Well, that might serious.
Shouldn't smoke if you've got COVID, it's bad for you.
And so is shoplifting.
Yeah, just in that cell there, buddy.
Meat thief was found guilty of shop theft and £40. He got a 4-week prison term, suspended for 12 months. Purloin sirloin again, and his rump is cooked.
6 sirloin steaks worth £100, and then a £3 pizza for his kids. So it's not like he's gone in to nick a meal because he's hungry. He's gone in to nick a load of steaks that he can sell to fund his drug habit, and that's the sad thing about it.
And we're back with the Interceptors next Wednesday at 8. Top of the Pops holds a special place in the nation's heart, but what about its secrets and scandals? All revealed, new on Saturday at 9. New next, former staff and ex-inmates open up about the evil in HM.
9 times out of 10, you know, you'll get somebody who starts off like this individual, absolutely calm, quite placid, you know, absolutely fine. 9 times out of 10, they'll remain like that through your entire encounter with them. But this guy's just a reminder that not everyone stays calm. So yeah, never drop your guard with people.
Coming up.
Hey, you okay, guys?
Yes, thank you.
Gav and Macca interrupt a night ride in Newark.
I'd appreciate some honesty.
Sorry, sir.
Of course, you're acting really nervous.
And
I think it's going to go off-road again.
the Interceptors go off-road to tackle an illegal rider.
Walk right now.
Rapid, nimble,
Vehicle's still failing stop, currently medium risk.
mount pavements, and go where cars can't follow. Few are more dangerous than a menace on a motorbike.
We've got a duty of care to the rider because of the risk that comes with pursuing a motorbike. To the rider, they'll hedge the bets that they'll be able to fail to stop, will abort, but criminals can't be under the illusion that if they ride a bike they'll get away with, because they won't. We will go after them and we will stop them.
In a northerly suburb of Nottingham, dog handler Jen Else is blue lighting to a job when a rider on a high-powered bike up ahead wrongly thinks lights and sirens are for him and floors it. For taking traffic, failing to stop at 70 and charging the wrong way over a roundabout towards on cars, the reckless rider makes a potentially lethal mistake. as he tries to overtake and crashes into a car turning right. The rider is sent flying down the road along with his bike. A collision at such high speeds could be catastrophic. But miraculously, the walking wounded suspect is fleeing the scene. News of the crash travels fast.
Left again, isn't it?
Firearms cops Lisa and Paul are one of a number of units responding.
We're just going to get there, check that the status of the member of the public who's been hit, I would think, and try and find this lad that's made off. It'll be just here, just up. The bike's all the way down there.
That's what I mean.
Right. That took you by surprise, didn't it? You got any kids in or anything?
No.
The driver appears to be okay, but shaken by the crash.
Have you got probably a bit of shock and you might get a pain later on or something like that, I would think.
That way.
I don't even know.
That way or that way? Not that way.
As long as you've got somebody with you at home, because you never know when a bit of shock might kick in, all right.
Thankfully, the innocent member of the public doesn't seem to have been seriously injured, but the damage to his car clearly shows the force of the impact.
I can't believe how far behind the motorbike's gone.
Scattered down the road are the rider's helmet, a shoe, and the bike, which has scored the pavement before coming to a stop.
When we get riders of motorbikes that fail to stop, they ride terrible, you know, they ride really fast. They weave in and out of vehicles, and they don't really see the dangers ahead of them because they're going too fast for their own ability. And as you can see, it's a long way down there.
After the crash, the rider was seen jumping a fence into gardens. So the team have contained the area while they search for the suspect.
We don't believe the rider of the bike's got any major injuries to worry about, but it is concerning when they go and we don't know where they are. It's always surprising. Oh, they've got him. Oh, that's fab. So the update we just had over the air is that another couple of AFOs, Dan and Rob, have found him. He's missing a trainer and covered in blood, but he's conscious breathing, so that's positive, and positive that we found him.
Recent figures show around 30% of motorcycle accidents result in riders sustaining serious injuries. Having witnessed this accident firsthand, Jen is thankful the rider hasn't become another statistic.
As I've come up this road, it's a typical, got my blue lights on, he thinks that I'm after him, and he's just clipped the car. The bike's rolled over and I was just fearing the worst, to be honest. And we've since found out the bike's been stolen a year, riding around on false plates and no insurance, and he's got no licence either, so that's why he was running. But for me, he's lucky to be alive, to be honest. That could have ended very differently.
The rider escaped without injuries. He's currently awaiting a charging decision for dangerous driving, driving without a valid licence or insurance, failing to stop for the police and theft of a motor vehicle. No further action was taken for the suspected false plates. Knowing the danger illegal riders are prepared to put not only themselves in, but everyone else on the road, the Interceptors are more determined than ever to catch them. Out and about in the northwest of the county are Matt and Lee from the knife crime team. Although this shift, it's not weapons on the menu.
It's not very big, but wearing a helmet.
It's rounding up an off-road biker who is refusing to stop.
So it's currently 6-5 on fast lane, it's medium risk. It's offside of the left bollard, it's back to this side of the road.
Pursuit authorised, the runaways rallying around corners and running red lights at crossroads.
Temporarily high risk on freeway red ATF.
Trying to lose the Interceptors. One thing the rider isn't banking on is he's caught the attention of the whole team.
We're Old Mill Lane now, where's best for us to go?
Plotting up nearby are Johnny and Mozza.
Just getting a stinger out in case he comes down this way. Stinger's been authorised, so we're going to get one out and sit with it on the lap just in case.
And travelling in from across town to tighten the net are Chantel and Dean.
That's one way, right. Left one lane.
Nice going right into where the old Nick Whitewood house.
He's going to go off-road then.
With Matt and Lee in pursuit, the rider pulls the textbook move.
Down here, stop. Temporary lost, Quarry Hill. He'll come out on Vale Road. I can't follow him due to the metal.
The biker may be off-road, but he's far from off the radar.
If he does a Plesley though, where would it come out? I don't think it'd go straight.
Roundabout at Plesley, and either do back into Mansfield or right towards Sharborough.
I'm going to go Sharborough.
Adrenaline junkie Chantel's dream set of two wheels would be the supercharged Kawasaki Ninja H2R. But today, she'll settle for intercepting this off-roader. Chantel and Dean comb the country roads.
Hey, up, stand by. Is that it?
NH outside.
Yeah, it's it.
They picked up the rider for a second time.
We're behind it. It's a common lane back towards Mansfield.
True to form, the rider is hitting high speeds to escape.
Speed is still 80 in a 60s. It's low. It's going left, into industrial estate, out down lane.
1-3, we're ahead.
Right, Church Lane, it's come off the main drag.
Leading them to another dead end.
I think it's going to go off-road again.
He's up to old tricks with disappearing act number 2.
The initial one, I think you picked it up.
So he's gone down there.
With a dog handler on scene, Dean and Chantel go into the fields to rider. No disappearing hat trick. They find the rider hiding in the bushes.
Behind your back then.
Victory for the knife crime team.
1 detained.
Boom.
Confirm 1 detained.
You're under arrest for failing to stop the police.
Right, no problem.
Don't say anything, we have friends, no mental questions. Something actually trying to court.
The catch of the day doesn't have a licence or insurance either.
Just jump in there.
Knowing the next stop is custody, he's been left wondering where it all went wrong.
You don't get caught on motocross bikes. You don't understand what's happened.
Thanks to the Interceptor's determination, the rider was convicted of failing to stop and driving without a valid licence or insurance. He received a 12-month suspended prison sentence, 120 hours of unpaid work, and was disqualified from driving for 2 years. To top it off, his bike was scrapped. The Roads crime team's bread and butter is stopping suspects on the move. Venture in. Nottinghamshire's Interceptors police a population of around 1 million, but when criminals from other counties venture in, they're more than happy to bang them up as well. One increasingly used tool in their armoury is the automatic number plate recognition system.
We've got a countrywide ANPR system that we can log into because they will travel to commit crime. They know that the local cops in their area are going to be red hot on where they're going, what they're doing, so they will travel across the border, like, for example, Leicestershire, Derby, we border 4 forces. It's very easy for them to drop over onto us. So the cameras really do give us like the heads up on where they're heading. It will show us patterns, behaviours, and it will give us a bit of an insight into the way they're moving around the country.
Can I just make you aware of a vehicle that we're keeping an eye out for today?
Knife crime team members Sergeant Johnny Groves and Chantel McDowell have their eyes peeled for a white Renault Kangoo.
We saw it yesterday at the back of a disqualified driver's house, but hanging around is a different nominal. He's wanted for burglary for a dwelling on Derbyshire, and we saw him stood in front of that van.
Believed to be just out of prison on licence, the suspect should be keeping his head down, not driving a dodgy van with false plates.
Up until 4 or 5 days ago, it was hitting all the city cameras, and then now started hitting Ashfield cameras.
The vehicle's left a trail of breadcrumbs for the cops, and they're hungry for this bloke's collar. Eyes down for ANPR bingo.
Yeah, Park Lane, wasn't it? Oh, it's just hit, sorry.
Bingo. Van de camera downtown.
Firearms travelling.
This ex-nursery nurse once sent the dog unit after a mannequin she mistook for a burglar. The Interceptor may have failed to recognise a dummy in the dark, but there's nothing wrong with her eyesight today.
That is there.
Chantel's clocked the Renault on the opposite side of the carriageway.
Traffic. And Age just gone offside to offside with it. It's stuck in traffic. We've not made it obvious, so we'll spin round and try and get a follow on it.
They're in a marked car and don't want to spook the suspect, who has previous for failing to stop and ramming cop cars.
One occupant, high-vis jacket.
The tactics are to get enough units in place before making their move. Johnny pulls a Yui and lets the X5 off the lead.
We can't see it at the minute. We've spun around just trying to catch up with it.
The driver may have made them and taken off, but he's soon back in their crosshairs.
NH is at the Coxmoor Road junction. Stop the red lights. It looks like it's going to be a right. Where are you, Matt?
En route a few miles away.
Just passing KMH, Hammond Advanced Driver, T-Pack Stinger in a plain vehicle. Where do you want me, Chantal?
Our fellow members of the knife crime team, Matt Storer and Paul Kingo Kingston.
Yeah, Joey knows. We're on Coxmoor Road.
The team is closing in. Back with Chantel and Johnny.
We can reinforce stop on it when we've got sufficient resources to do that.
The bloke's chances of getting away are decreasing by the second.
On one behind the mark, please space, we'll follow it back.
Matt and Kingo in the unmarked Volvo arrive and take the lead.
Matt, we'll wait for the other car, mate.
Yeah, 10-4, already behind them.
Waiting for another car to box this van.
They're a cop car short of a tactical box. Until a firearms unit joins the party.
Can he directly behind you?
With 3 units on scene.
The left into the hospital is indicated for.
The van's guided down a side road and the suspect doesn't fancy a pursuit today.
That's him.
Stop.
Quicker than you can say your nick, mate. Chantel's got him cuffed.
Step out of here.
Very nice. Anyone else in the back, mate?
No.
Mate, just come and take a seat in this car.
Which car?
This is very good. You got anything on you, Andrew?
No.
So you're under arrest on suspicion of a dwelling burglary.
Where in?
At Matlock. I don't know the address
Matlock?
at this time, I'll let you know. You don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence. Don't mention one question, something which later on in court. Anything you do say, maybe gain evidence, you understand? Right, buddy. Just pop your butt in there and swing your feet in.
Is there anything in the van, mate, that we need to know about? No, nothing at all.
Nothing apart from bolt cutters, some other tools, and a couple of needles.
They're just going to get rid of the needles in the hospital, and then they're going to drive the van back, and then we'll give it a proper search there.
One detected suspicion of burglary. It certainly beats banging up mannequins.
Luckily, because of ANPR network, it means that we've literally been out 10 minutes and it's hit the camera, and with help from some colleagues, we've managed to locate it and get him stopped. So he's, as we said earlier, he's wanted for a burglary in Derbyshire, so it looks like a fairly tidy job.
The van and sus are off to Mansfield Nick. He'll be interviewed by Derbyshire detectives.
There's a hide back here as well, mate, under the chassis.
While and Matt give the vehicle a proper search.
There we go. Yeah, the original red here, mate.
Kingo's found the original plates.
Oh, legend.
It seems the van could have been nicked.
You can see where they've attacked it. You've got these bent tool marks. It looks like effectively just got a screwdriver, a crowbar. I'll get it behind. Start prizing it open in brute force.
It's been a successful job for the Interceptors, thanks in no small to the technology at their disposal.
It's another example of us sharing information and having access to the same system, so we can see that he's wanted for jobs on another force. And like I say, because of the ANPR technology, it just means that as soon as he comes into knots, we know he's coming and we can sort out a welcoming party and get him potted, which is what we've done today.
For burglary, disqualified driving, no insurance and number plate offences, Van Man got 2 years and 4 months behind bars and was disqualified for 7 years. Still to come.
There's another phone here. Oh, this one's open as well.
Dealer's phone and the riddle of the texts.
Anything from today?
Yeah.
Saying what?
People asking him for Z.
Yeah.
And there's a wake-up call.
Nice deep breath.
For a suspected drink drive. Jobs are the same and not. It's fair to say an interceptor can never drop their guard. No two jobs are the same, and not all suspects put their bad behaviour on show from the get-go.
It's not unusual that you might meet, Mr. Nice Guy 1 second who becomes Mr. Nasty in sort of a split second. If people are fuelled by alcohol or drugs, then they become sort of unpredictable by definition, really. Mood swings, one moment compliant, one moment not. Sometimes it's trying to sort of reason with the humble.
On patrol in the unmarked Volvo are Rob and the Sarge, Ian.
Yeah, it's in towards the city, heading towards QMC by the looks of it.
There are reports of another suspected drink driver.
Got somebody who's been seen leaving the pub a little worse for wear, has got into a red Audi. We've now got a police officer behind it on the ring road, so we're just going to try and catch up with it.
While Rob puts his down, the suspect is being tailed by a plain car.
I'm now launched for cover, continued over Dunkirk.
Zulu 5, just coming past QMC now.
Rugby player Ian has nearly 2 decades' experience as an interceptor, and knowing that the driver could be over the limit, the last thing he wants is a pursuit.
Approaching the next junction with the 453.
To kick the driver's journey into touch, the plan is to wrap the Audi in a 3-car box.
Approaching the underpass where it splits off towards Clifton.
A second unit gets behind the red Audi.
Currently a lane 2.
Closely followed by Rob and Ian.
Zulu 5, we're just coming up behind you, Clifton Boulevard. Got your third T-pack in the stick now, we're at the back.
With everyone in position, the suspected drink driver navigates off the main road. And the team break cover.
As we approach the junction with A60, we'll go for it. Drive.
Car boxed, zero contact, a flawless finish.
Just a minute. You stopped just possibly drink driving, is that correct? No? Okay. How much have you actually had to drink?
I've had a couple.
Yeah. What, be it lagers or?
Yeah, a couple of lagers, yeah.
The cool-headed driver admits he's just left the pub. So, to clear the road, the team move round the corner for a breathalyser.
I have to warn you that it is an offence to fail or refuse to provide me with a specimen under these circumstances. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
This stop's going like clockwork, as the compliant driver is only too happy to do a breath test.
Keep going, lovely, thank you. That's it, stop. So as you can see, it's come up with a fail, with a result of 55, the limit is 35. Okay, so you're now under arrest on suspicion of driving whilst over the prescribed limit.
Having failed the roadside breath test, the driver will be taken to the NIC to give an evidential breath.
It's not caused us any trouble, having only just left the pub. He might still be going up, so he might blow at a higher rate when we get him to the custody suite. We'll just have to find out.
So far, this stop has been plain sailing. But once they reach custody...
What are you looking for? Are you putting drugs on me? Is that what you're doing, you?
It's a different story.
You're nailing me, aren't you? That's what you're doing. You're trying to nail me.
Stop nailing me.
You're trying to nail me.
It's all on camera, you're being searched.
Oh, think you're strong, do you think you're strong? What have you put on me?
The search is all clear.
Like you say, guys, I'm not going anywhere.
With peace somewhat restored, Ian is ready to take the driver for his breath test. But there's another problem.
It's the toilet or after that way? Well, I can't go before.
Ian can't let the driver go to the toilet until after he's completed the breath test. Because if the suspect doesn't give us a breath, that first sample of urine could be golden evidence, which can be tested for alcohol levels.
Do you mind if I piss on the floor then?
Well, I can't stop you wetting yourself, but I would prefer if you didn't.
That's what it might come to. I'm a 50-year-old bloke, yeah?
Despite Ian's preference,
oh dear,
the suspect urinates in the cell.
Have you seen this piss on the floor, mate? Look.
Don't flick that at me.
Pack it in. Yeah? Stop piss all over the floor. Pack it in. Piss.
Right.
Piss
Silly.
all over the floor.
Stupid. Come out the way.
Piss all over the floor. Yeah?
Last chance, calm down. Now stand up.
Well,
stand up and take a breath.
Asked for assistance, and you've just gone like that.
I've said... I didn't...
You just said like, no, you're not having no assistance.
At what point did I say that to you? I said you have to wait a couple of minutes while we do the test. And you decided to wet yourself.
You're going to stay to me.
Yeah, we're going to swap them trousers in a minute. We can't do it.
Oh, yeah, that's brilliant. Are you going to put them on the line as well?
After receiving some fresh clothes courtesy of custody, it's finally time for the evidential breath test.
We've managed to get this chap to calm down a little bit now. He's said so far he's going to go through with the intox procedure. We've got him in the intox room now, and hopefully we'll get a sample.
I warn you that failure to provide either of these specimens will render you liable to prosecution. Do you agree to provide 2 specimens of breath for analysis?
I want a blood test.
Once again, the suspected drink driver is not playing ball.
Listen to me.
I want blood.
Listen to me.
Because I know how good I am.
The offer is For a breath test, we do not offer blood unless specific circumstances arise, and you do not meet that criteria at this stage.
Blood samples can be taken if there's a reason to believe someone cannot do the breath test for medical reasons.
I don't want to breathe into like other people's breath. I want blood.
Okay. So are there any medical reasons why you cannot or should not provide some as a breath?
Yeah, I know for a fact I can't breathe.
There are specific criteria to meet for you to have a blood sample. You cannot simply request it. So unless you're going to provide 2 specimens of breath, I'll take that as a refusal and we'll go back to the custody sergeant.
That's so wrong.
Fantastic. Do you want to stand up for me then, please?
Failing to provide a sample can carry a maximum sentence of 6 months imprisonment, a driving ban or an unlimited fine.
But he's blood outside. None at all. But he's blood outside. None at all. In fact, he kept blowing after I told him to stop.
Oh, that's good evidence, isn't it?
He's trying every trick in the book at the moment, just stalling for time, trying to eke it out, trying to make complaints.
I've had 15, well, at least 12 cop cars around me, yeah? I don't know why. What was that all about?
This process has been on for many, many years, and everybody's tried to find a loophole, and there just isn't one. The law is quite clear.
For failing to provide a specimen, the driver was banned from the roads for 12 months and had to pay a total of £199 in fines and costs.